This Queen of the Ring tournament has gone wild with all these dream matches, in-ring clinics. Seriously, who's winning this? Lilian Garcia returns for one night only. Serena Deeb cuts an inspiring promo on Toni Storm. Roxanne Perez defeats Chelsea Green to defend the NXT Women's Championship. NXT Women's Combine takes place, and Mina Shirakawa returns to save Mariah, but no kiss this time. Welcome if you're entering the Belle, this is DS and this is your Women's Wrestling Weekly. We've got this wild Queen of the Ring tournament going on in WWE and RAW to Double or Nothing in AEW. I do have to warn you, I literally just got back from New York from GLAAD Media Awards, which I was so excited to be there, and I know that every time I say that, it never ends up being quick, but we'll try. So on SmackDown, shit went down with this Queen of the Ring tournament. So from round 1 matches, it's already like all PLE caliber matchups, and also Wild Tag Champions Jade and Bianca in this tournament. Don't know, but anyway, we first got Naomi versus Nia Jax. Like, we're really doing this Bloodline final Madame Bostress match here, excuse me, but this match was so good. The storyline writes itself. It's classic David versus Goliath. Naomi popped off with her high-flying moves, while Nia was women handling Naomi. Love the random My Whole homage of Nia showing her ass to the crowd of nowhere for no reason. We love it. And that second rope elevated powerbomb to Hurricanrana. I don't think I've ever seen Nia flip off from the air like that, but Nia ultimately defeats Naomi with Annihilator. I'm sad Naomi's eliminated first round, but honestly, can't complain. SmackDown side of the bracket is like so crazy packed, and the match slayed, so I'll say I'm stratified. Then we got Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven, yet another huge match. Seriously, WWE could schedule like a year worth of PLE matches with the matches we're getting on SmackDown with this tournament. Also, that neon yellow gear looked so cute on Jade, and on our Backlash review, we said Jade selling was a little bit awkward. Well, here we go with Piper Niven. Jade was selling the house down. Love the power versus power dynamic. Piper here was presented like a huge threat, and she really cornered Jade, overpowering her at it with Chelsea's heck of a slap from outside. But Jade stops Piper's Vader bomb, pump kicks her, and finishes her with Jaded. And the commentary keep mentioning throughout this match, saying that Jade cannot hit Jaded on Piper, made this look even more special, so I'm very satisfied. Then we got a really quick Bianca versus Candice LeRae match, and granted, they only got like 3 to 4 matches. They really packed tons in this match. So we had Indy attack Bianca's leg from the outside, injuring her knee, but Bianca still overpowers Candice. I love that spot where she like caught Candice mid inside cradle, connecting it smoothly to Fisherman suplex. And while Candice was keep coming for EST's knee, Bianca catches Candice mid lion salt and finishes her off with KOD. Again, this was a great match. I really want more for Candice in general, but they did what they could do with the small time they're given. Stratified. So yeah, basically we're getting Nia versus Jade and Bianca versus Tiffany next week. 2 matches FYI that were mentioned as potential WrestleMania 40 matches, so I don't know how we're getting both the dream matches on this random SmackDown, but here we are. They really said let's make Queen of the Ring Queen of the Ring, not like wink wink queen like how Zelina was. Oh, and also we had this interaction between Piper and Bayley backstage. Piper like really eyeing on the gold. I gotta say though, Bayley the champion is very much in the background because of the whole tournament going on. So you guys already know that we have tons of juicy videos coming out, including our interviews with Mickie James, Dawn Marie, Peyton Royce, everything. And before you type, where is this interview? Trust me, I'm working my best to edit them as much as I can. But also, I kind of wanted to share how long it takes to edit each episode. Each episode probably takes about like 4 to 6 hours to edit, especially the interview episodes where I need a lot of B-rolls and research. They take even longer. So with my full-time job as video producer at NBC and Ring the Bell on top of that, I spend probably like minimum 8 hours sitting here at my editing station at my home. So I decided that I need some comfortable chair. And this is when Ewin sent me their Champion ergonomic computer gaming office chair for me to try out. This is actually my first gaming chair ever. For years I had this like really pretty velvet chair for my editing station, because to be quite honest, I didn't love the look of gaming chairs, but over time my ass was hurting. Maybe I was overthinking, but I felt like I was getting a pancake ass. So I've been editing on this chair about a week, and seriously, I could never go back to normal chairs now. I'm so excited for this chair. At first though, when the package came, I was like a bit intimidated about the assembly when it first arrived, because it was like huge box, but they also have this huge instruction manual, like actually huge, so it was really easy to follow through. And if I can assemble this easily, most of you will have no problem whatsoever. This headrest, by the way, is game changing. This chair comes with a magnetic memory foam head pillow along with magnetic armrest. They're just so comfortable. I cannot believe I spent years editing without a headrest. This is game changing. This pillow is so comfortable. It's so soft. Also, there's this extra pad for your back. It's not attached or anything, so you can remove it if you want to. I personally love it, so I use it. And they have this built-in 4-way lumbar support system that helps you really adjust the chair for the comfort tailored right for you. And this chair leans like so far back, you can like technically like sleep here. And this does not really apply to me, but this chair has this impressive 400-pound capacity, which I believe it does. It feels really, really sturdy whatever pose I sit on this, because I do sometimes edit using the CM Punk pose. So sturdy. Thank you again, Ewin, for this awesome chair. I'm not even kidding. This chair increased quality of my life drastically, and I can guarantee if you're a gamer or you do a lot of work in front of a computer, you will love this Ewin Champion Ergonomic Computer Gaming Chair. And only for you, Ring the Bell fam, they are giving 20% off if you use the code RING or use the URL down below. Moving to Raw, Queen of the Ring continues to gag me. I mean, to be completely honest, I was just expecting this year's Queen of the Ring to give me someone to do, you know, some fun Queen gimmick for a year, but no, they are really having me on the chokehold with all the great matches. So we got Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler. It's just a second round match of the tournament, yes, but they really popped off here. So we start off with this altercation between Shayna and Io as they arrive to the arena in the parking lot. The match here starts out with a bang with Shayna attacking Io mid-entrance, and this match, Shayna and Io just destroyed each other. Shayna looked better than ever here. Probably my favorite main roster match from her. She absolutely tore Io's arm apart with that hold from the turnbuckle. That under the ring thing that she started this week in NXT. I felt like the killer Shayna from NXT Black and Gold was finally back. And Io came right back gunning for Shayna's knee. That part where Shayna's knee buckled on the rope was like so scary. And that sequence of moonsault reversed into reversal of the reversal into the beautiful pin of the cure of the clutch to the crossface reversal. Just beautiful. I loved it. And at the end, with "This is awesome" chant roaring through the crowd, Io hits a dragon screw on Shayna's hurt knee and finishes her off with over the moonsault. Just spectacular match. Both Io and Shayna looked amazing. This is yet another PLE worthy match and feud. And post-match, Io is interviewed in the ring in Japanese. Let the mother speak however she wants. I am so satisfied. Next, we got Zoe Stark versus Lyra Carey. I love that we're slowly getting the crowd to chant "woo" from the entrance music. I think the match was good. I just lost half my soul during that mother off between Shayna and Io, so I wasn't as like blown away, but Zoe did a great job cornering Lyra with her aggressiveness. Loved when she was just kicking Lyra in the face, and thanks to that, crowd was like so behind Lyra. Beautiful tornado DDT from Lyra, and at the end, Lyra reverses Z360 with Nightwing for the win. This was a good match. I'm satisfied. And another match, we got Becky Lynch versus Dakota Kai singles match. Before this match, we see Liv introduce herself to Lyra, being all sweet, asks if Becky's always been a. Then Becky shows up behind Liv, punching her, but like somehow in like a very like Looney Tune way. I can't really explain it why. And this match was yet another really competitive match. And at the end of this match, we got the superplex into the armbar with back and forth pin where Becky turns it into disarmor. That's when Io and Kairi run in to break up the match, ending in DQ. Then Lyra, Becky's best friend, comes out to save Becky, take up Dakota and Kairi, doing a little bit of face-off with Io, who she'll be facing for the semifinals of the tournament. And then Liv comes in from the back, shoving Becky into the ring post, ending this segment. This was a really fun match, keeping damage control looking like a big threat, and nicely feeds into both Becky versus Liv and Lyra versus Io next week, also making sure that Lyra got that rub from Becky. So all in all, very well calculated, well structured stuff, very satisfied. And we also saw the legendary ring announcer Lilian Garcia return on Raw for the one night only, and they had this like really genuine moment of embrace with Samantha Irvin that was like so heartwarming. Like Lilian Garcia like just genuinely so happy for Samantha, and she even did this like special announcing with Samantha for a match that was like so cute. And backstage, we see Kiana James debut on Raw, meeting Adam Pearce, saying that she's so excited to work under his tutelage. So like we hoped and predicted, I feel like she'll be taking that assistant GM position, and you know that assistant GM position means star power. Hello, Eve Torres, AJ Lee, Sable, Stacy Keibler. I'm so excited for Kiana. Moving to NXT, they are getting so much heat right now. It's so poppin'. So they did this thing called Women's Combine, where they're testing women in the Performance Center, like endurance, power, speed, with like various physical activities to determine the qualifiers for the Women's North American Championship match, which I thought was like a really good idea. So we got the final 12 from there. Honestly, really great concept. I do suspect the results was pretty heavily gimmicked, but I would be totally down to see them actually make this into like a special programming down the line. I think it'll be so enjoyable. And then we got tons of matches. So we got Shayna Baszler versus Carmen Petrovich match following last week's NXT Underground match where Shayna chokes out Carmen to help Lola beat Natty. And Carmen debuts this like Kill Bill blade slicing entrance. It was so cinematic, so cool. I love Kill Bill and she's kind of giving Uma Thurman look, so I love this whole concept. But she is really solidifying herself in the ring as a kicking master. And I love this like whole new kick focused wrestling style. It's very fresh. Love Shayna trying something new here with using the under the ring cable. And at the end, Shayna catches Carmen mid-air with care for the clutch for the win. And I love how Lola comes in to just shake her ass again to celebrate. And Shayna's like loving it, obviously, but she's like not looking. She's definitely giving like some tsundere vibe. And after this loss, we see backstage Natty giving Carmen advice to find the edge. And she does this by giving this cleanest roundhouse kick to this douchebag backstage. So she's finding the edge. Then we got Fallon Henley versus Kelani Jordan following Fallon's shocking heel turn last week. I still don't really know why she turned heel, so we'll figure that out. And also, when people turn heel, it usually gives them the edge to show more of their personality. People can really like get to know them more. So far, I'm not gagged at this new heel persona. She's doing the same gimmick. She's just screams yeehaw more angrily. And at the end of the match, Fallon pulls the padding off of the turnbuckle and shoves Kelani into the exposed area and finishes her off with a Shining Wizard. I think this was an okay first go as a heel for Fallon. Again, I'm not like, ooh, this is so interesting yet, but we shall see.
Good. Not bad.
We then got Mitchin versus Ariana Grace. This is some like main roster invasion episode. And Mitchin looks really great with the dark hair. And I really like seeing Mia looking so badass here, but they were also very much protecting Ariana here. So Mia wasn't like fully dominating like I hoped. So at the end, Ariana pins Mia holding the ropes, but referee catches it. Then as she complains to referees, Mia hits German and finishes Ariana off with Eat Defeat. This was a fun match. I'm satisfied, hoping to see more of badass Mia. Then the main event, Chelsea Green versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. Love how Chelsea is back to sporting rainbow in Florida. She's truly a queen, the ally. But anyway, before this match, we see some like kikiing between her and Ariana Grace, which is just perfect pairing. Two princesses, two divas. Bonus point for Georgina, aka Gigi Dolan, just losing her mind between them. And we also got a little nod to Robert Stone brand with Chelsea and Robert Stone changing looks before the match. I loved it. Anyway, the match was great. Chelsea really got to show what she couldn't really show on main roster because she's more comedy focused. In the start of the match, we got to see how much of a really fluid wrestlers both Chelsea and Roxanne are. Love Chelsea busting out Rough Rider, aka hubby Zack Ryder's finisher. And at the end, after back and forth pins, Roxanne hits Pop Rocks out of nowhere for the win, defending her title. Great match, I'm satisfied. Okay, let's move to AEW. So on Dynamite, we had Serena Deeb interview. I guess this is like a new babyface promo format that AEW like really decides to love since Willow really slayed in this. Because like since then, we got the Thunder Rosa doing the same thing. Now Serena Deeb doing the same interview style, facing away from the crowd. I like the visual of seeing the crowd behind the babyface talking, the audience, but it does get a little awkward every time Serena has to like react to the crowd in the back like, yeah guys, yeah. I mean, some people are calling it like a library time. I mean, I do agree, to be 100, it wasn't like the most charismatic promo. Whatever, like it doesn't even matter because it was so sincere. Like she opened up about her recent health issue of getting unexpected series of seizures, and the vision and goal of finally becoming the world champion in her career is what's keep pushing her. And this is like a real life health situation that she's sharing here. By the way, I heard some people like boo Serena here and I'm like, how could you boo this, huh? Then Toni Storm interrupts saying that she wanted to hear from a challenger, not a charity case, and she throws money at Serena. And when Toni tries to sneak attack Serena, she instead gets sucker punched by Deeb. Again, I love that we're getting these like segments from the women. Like Serena versus Toni would have been a fine women's championship match either way because both of them are so strong. But this segment, hearing from Serena, got me so much more interested in this match because now I know why this fight means so much for Serena. And of course, Toni, as always, is so campy. She brings it every time. Then we got Tiny Storm, Mariah May versus Harley Cameron match. This was Harley's TV debut match. And right before the match, Harley Cameron like cuts this backstage promo. It's giving like a first-person POV porn vibe, but she was talking about how she has more talent in her left nip than all the people in the building, with Saraya going like, gay? And then she goes, she's gonna break people's foot, she's gonna break people's people's arms, she's gonna break people's neck. And Saraya's like, help? The match was fun, especially thinking that it's Cameron's first TV debut. She did solid, and Saraya did great job heel work from the outside. And at the end, Mariah sets up hip attack, but Saraya pulls Harley out of the ring. Mariah then goes out and forearms Saraya and finishes Harley with Mayday for the win. And we got the post-match beatdown with Mina Shirakawa. Mariah's ex-Stardom partner returns, coming out for the save, and she teases a kiss again, but nope, not this time. And they celebrate with champagne toast. I'm so excited when this three-way feud finally like really starts happening with Mariah May, Timeless Toni Storm, with Shirakawa to take place leading up to Forbidden Door. I'm so excited. I'm very satisfied. And both Willow and Mercedes did backstage interview hyping up their Double or Nothing match. Both were really good, but damn, honestly, Willow is one of the best babyface promos we have in the industry. Some of the babyfaces are just so nice that like they kind of become vanilla, but I love that like Willow still shows that fire. I also just can't wait for Mercedes to get in the ring already, because I hate that we're limited to all these like talking segments, because yes, I love Mercedes bitchy promos, but we're getting these promos after promos after promos every week. Where she really shines is inside the ring, so I cannot wait for it. We don't have that much time left. It's gonna happen soon, and she's gonna slay. I'm excited. On AEW Collision, we had Thunder Rosa versus Robin Renegade. You know how I feel about these predictable matches against free agent wrestlers. Not my favorite thing that AEW does way too often, but Robin did put up heck of a fight, and that moonsault gagged me, but Rosa avoids it and locks Robin in seated Cobra clutch for the win. This was fun. I'm satisfied. Post-match, Rosa screams at the camera about Deonna Purrazzo and how she brings best out of people, which is true. And on Rampage, we got Deonna Purrazzo versus Lady Frost match. Another predictable match, given the Lady Frost is, you know, ROH talent, but it's a little bit different because Frost, she always shocks me with some of the things that she pulls off from her impressive arsenal. This time, she went full X-Men Storm and did that like tornado dive thing that she did in like one of the movies. That was so cool. But Deonna is here bringing a whole new Jersey mean streak here, and she put Frost upside down on the turnbuckle and just shoulder tackles her for the win. I mean, that was a brutal finish. And post-match, Thunder Rosa runs out with a chair and Deonna just runs away with like security guards stopping Thunder. I really love that we're getting this like really heated non-title feud. I'm very satisfied. Moving to ROH. I know I'm very new to reviewing the show, but like this is getting a little rough for me because like storyline is happening so rarely.
Let me keep it 100 with you.
I'm gonna be 100 with you guys. I'm getting a little bit difficult time getting interested, but we're just gonna go through some of the storyline stuff we saw because we get like a lot of random matches here. We saw Rachel Ellering return to ROH to do an interview about how her career really isn't going the way she hoped and she's like desperate. Then Maria Kanellis interrupts, saying that she should have accepted her help when she offered it, and says women's wrestling doesn't sell tickets, and Rachel doesn't either. Like, I'm like, bum bum bum. Oh, we thought pregnant Maria emasculating her husband was evil. She's coming for us women's wrestling fans' throat with this new gimmick. I will strap in. I know Maria knows what she's doing. She's cooking here. Some people are even saying that this is like a parody of Stephanie McMahon. I am ready to boo you. I'm excited about this. Then we got this ROH Women's World TV Champion Proving Ground match. ROH Women's TV Champion Billie Starkz accompanied by ROH Women's World Champion Athena versus Dream Girl Ellie. So I'm guessing this is like her proving her worth as a champion after winning it by faking an injury. And the stipulation here is that if the opponent can survive over 10 minutes or defeat Billie, they get a championship match. But Billie, of course, defeats Ellie because, you know, she's not signed. She's one of the jobbers. Defeats her within like 10 minutes. Yeah, again, I don't get why they got two women's championships, squishing it into one storyline with Athena and Billie Starkz just doing everything together. And we have like 2 or 3 matches that's happening with no storyline. I just don't get that. I just don't get that decision. I'm just gonna say I'm Confucius.
I'm Confucius.
On TNA, we got Gabby Laspisa of Gabby AF podcast interview Ash by Elegance in ring. So this was kind of random, like podcast host showing up on the ring to interview a wrestler, but also being kind of aggressive towards both the wrestler and manager. But like, it kind of worked. It weirdly worked with how campy Ash is. So Gabby is asking here if Ash has an anger issue, talking about her attacking Havoc with the garlic and chair and everything, and if it's because she lost to Xia Brookside, showing the footage of when she lost. And Ash was like, where did you get that footage? We wiped it from the internet. And Gabby's like, oh, it's from TNA Plus app, wink wink. And then Xia Brookside comes out and we made this rubber match official. I mean, we all suspected that this is coming. I would honestly not be upset if this is like a hardcore hardcore match or something. Let's get this Ash by Elegance thing going. And then we also saw Alicia Edwards, the new Knockouts Tag Champion with Masha Slamovich, championship celebration with the system stable. Lish is a great heel. I mean, that's for sure. I can confidently say that from the fact that she was one of the best feuds that Naomi had in TNA, and Masha as a muscle of that group, this could be like really great. So I'm excited to see their reign as a champion. I think the Knockouts tag division, because there is like so little amount of tag teams there, I think it's about time we shake it up a little bit. So hopefully this is a start of something new. But what excited me the most is this promo package of Gail Kim going to find Giselle Shaw at this like some retreat and like, we need to talk. I mean, what is going on? I don't know. The tag team managing, I don't know, but I'm intrigued. Give it to me, I'll eat it up. Anyway, that is it for this week's Women's Wrestling Weekly. See, I thought I was gonna make this so short, but like again, this is like a normal size episode. If you want to see what I did in New York at the GLAAD Award, follow me on Instagram at DSShin, or you can see all my random wrestling takes on Twitter, Ring the Bell DS, and it's finally coming up. The Peyton Royce episode will be up very soon. I'm like halfway done editing. Stop yelling at me. It's coming, and I'll see you next time. Bye.